NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Dallas Cowboys. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. To return it, Darius Phillips. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Prescott to throw it. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 right at the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Bengals, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Osa Odighizuwa busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
On gain of 12 yards, it's now 3rd down and 4.
Prescott off play action. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams all tied after 1. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Prescott going to keep again. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Dak Prescott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Second and 3. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Remember the dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think? Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Phillips. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Prescott. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 41
yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Osa Odighizuwa
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now back to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons that you're and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw again. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return, Phillips. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw into the hands of Sample. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Back to throw.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try again, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Following the pickup of 4.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
Two straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Ten.
Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
And some sort of interesting coverage. And he's left Tony Pollard to get upfield. And Tony Pollard's gone all the way to the touchdown. He went for the blitz. Left Pollard alone in the flats when I needed a yard. Let's go. Let's go. Steven.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Hello.
Hey Steve, what's up?
Chilling, man. Until my girlfriend guts me.
For what?
I have to get the shift covered tomorrow, or part of it anyways, because I have a Christmas Eve dinner with her family.
Oh yeah.
I work, or I'm scheduled to work till like pretty much the time the dinner starts.
Oh my god, Stephen Castine with another pick. I accidentally predicted the run, trying to like cover flats. I had one man in coverage, it was my user, and it was you, and that's your 4th pick of the season.
Oh wow.
You've got 4 picks,
Hell yeah.
1 pick 6. And that came in this game as well. Oh my lord. Oh my god, Dak Prescott just got murdered. Defaded, fireman. Whew. I'm playing Willie B, so it's a tense game because I need to win.
So I'm still haunting him.
Nice, nice.
From the grave.
Yeah. Coming back to
really
Aiden.
I was really mean to him.
Dude, you were mean to anyone you played.
I was up like 4 touchdowns and I got an interception and I pitched it. So I could
score. Mate, old Timso does that to me. He'll get a pick and he'll pitch it. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, he stole my move. He can't keep getting away with this.
He can't keep getting away with that.
Christ.
Oh my god! What the fuck? I've just thrown the perfect in the bucket touchdown to Robbie Anderson, who's like the tightest. Dax like got 3 men in his face. That is a stupid touchdown. Oh fuck, I missed a kick.
It's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Reception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give him that.
Ooh, Kelvin Joseph!
Every single time. This is almost like diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the outside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now...
I can't believe Rutgers is going to a bowl game.
How come they're going to a bowl game?
Because they have the best academic record of any non-eligible team. Or any of the teams that are left over. Basically in college football, if you get 6 wins out of 12, you're pretty much bowl eligible. Rutgers finished 5-7, and they also had the best like
Well, who are they playing?
GPA. They're playing Texas. Oh no, they're playing Wake Forest. I think.
Wait, I thought someone else was playing Wake Forest. Oh no, from who they thinking from?
A&M was supposed to play Wake Forest, but I think A&M's the team that backed out because they got COVID.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they're replacing Texas A&M and playing Wake Forest, which had a very good season.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they were in the ACC championship game, weren't they?
Wake Forest were, yeah.
Yeah, they lost to Pitt, so
it's another win.
big challenge for Rutgers.